The spaceship drifted silently through the vast emptiness of space, its smooth metallic surface glinting faintly in the light of a distant star. The crew moved through the corridors of the alien vessel, their forms sleek and angular, a stark contrast to the human physique they had been studying Earth from afar, fascinated by its curious inhabitants and their peculiar ways of life. Their mission was one of observation and learning, never intending to reveal themselves until something went wrong. The ship's central environmental system began to falter. A soft hum that usually indicated its smooth operation turned into a low grating noise. The air began to thicken with an uncomfortable warmth, a sign that the cooling system responsible for regulating the ship's internal temperature was failing. The aliens scrambled to identify the source of the malfunction. Their advanced technology seemed almost too perfect to falter. But now, faced with this unexpected challenge, their confidence began to waver. Their long, thin fingers moved rapidly over control panels, glowing with unfamiliar symbols. Their voices, though melodic, carried a tone of urgency as they communicated in their native language, a chorus of frustration and determination. Meanwhile, deep within the bowels of the ship, the source of the problem was becoming apparent. A small human artifact, a seemingly insignificant piece of Earth technology, was lodged in the core of the cooling system. It was a simple metallic object, something so ordinary yet imbued with an essence that spoke volumes about humanity's resourcefulness and complexity. A small medallion with intricate engravings that depicted a scene of unity and struggle. The artifact had somehow become entangled in the machinery, its presence an enigma that sparked both confusion and intrigue among the crew. As the temperature rose, the aliens were forced to make a decision. They needed to examine the artifact closely. Despite their reservations about physical contact with objects from Earth, their curiosity was piqued, and the need to restore balance to their environment pushed them into action. They retrieved the medallion, their slender limbs handling it with a mixture of caution and reverence. Its surface was cool to the touch despite the heat surrounding it, an anomaly that defied their understanding of thermodynamics. The alien scientists gathered around the artifact, their eyes glowing faintly as they activated devices that projected complex holographic analyses into the air. The images revealed intricate patterns and microstructures within the medallion that suggested it was more than just a decorative object. It held a faint but undeniable energy signature, one that seemed to resonate with the very core of the ship's systems. The crew grew silent as they watched the data unfold, realizing that this human creation, though simple in appearance, carried an energy that harmonized with their technology in ways they had never anticipated. Among the crew was an elder figure whose wisdom and experience lent weight to their observations. They approached the medallion, their demeanor calm yet inquisitive. Their voice, when it finally broke the silence, carried a gravitas that demanded attention. They suggested that the artifact was not merely a product of human ingenuity, but a manifestation of their collective spirit, a symbol of resilience and connection. Its presence aboard the ship was no accident. It was as if the universe itself had orchestrated this moment to bridge the gap between two vastly different species. The aliens were taken aback by the Elder's interpretation. They had always viewed humanity as primitive compared to their advanced civilization, yet here was a piece of human craftsmanship that seemed to embody something far greater than mere technological progress. It spoke to an essence of unity and purpose that transcended material form, a quality that the aliens found both perplexing and deeply moving. The Elder proposed that the artifact be integrated into the ship's systems, not as a mere object of study, but as a catalyst for collaboration and understanding. The crew hesitated. Their advanced technology was designed to operate independently of external influences. The idea of incorporating a foreign object into their systems was unprecedented, yet the rising heat served as a reminder of their dire situation. They agreed to the Elder's suggestion, albeit with trepidation. The medallion was carefully placed into the core of the cooling system, its energy resonating immediately with the ship's own. The temperature began to drop, a cool breeze sweeping through the corridors as the system stabilized once more. As the environment returned to normal, the crew gathered in the central chamber, their eyes fixed on the holographic display that now showed the medallion's energy signature intertwined with their own systems. The Elder addressed the crew, their voice filled with both awe and conviction. They spoke of the lessons to be learned from this encounter, how humanity's creations, though seemingly modest, held the power to connect and harmonize with advanced alien technology, they emphasized the importance of humility and the willingness to see beyond surface appearances. The aliens agreed their perception of humanity had shifted dramatically. They no longer saw Earthlings as mere subjects of observation, but as a species capable of profound depth and ingenuity. They resolved to continue their mission, not as distant observers, but as silent allies seeking opportunities to learn from and perhaps one day collaborate with the people of Earth. The medallion remained in the core of the calling system, a constant reminder of the fragile yet powerful connections that could exist between civilizations. As the ship resumed its journey through the stars, the crew felt a renewed sense of purpose. Their encounter with the human artifact had shown them that the universe was far more interconnected than they had ever imagined. They carried this lesson with them, a spark of understanding that illuminated the path forward, a testament to the unifying power of curiosity and the endless possibilities that awaited those willing to embrace the unknown. The ship glided smoothly through the void, its systems humming with a newfound balance, the medallion's subtle energy coursing through the veins of the alien vessel, a silent yet persistent reminder of the moment when two worlds brushed against one another. The crew went about their tasks with a sense of reverence that had not been present before each action, imbued with the understanding that their technology, no matter how advanced, was not infallible, and that even the simplest elements from an unknown species could hold the keys to survival and growth. The Elder often visited the core where the medallion resided, its faint glow a source of quiet inspiration for all who passed by there. Spoke of the artifact to the younger crew members, framing it not as a relic of an inferior culture, but as a bridge between worlds, a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and the indomitable spirit of life itself. Their words planted seeds of curiosity and respect in the hearts of the crew, urging them to see the universe through a lens that valued diversity and unexpected connections. In the days that followed, the aliens began to study Earth with fresh eyes, their observations no longer focused solely on the technological or biological aspects of humanity, but on the cultural, spiritual, and artistic dimensions that gave depth to their existence. They marveled at the way humans created meaning from chaos, their ability to transform raw materials into expressions of love, hope, and unity. Resonating deeply with the crew's newfound perspective, the Elder encouraged these studies, reminding the crew that true understanding came not from detachment, but from empathy and engagement. As the ship ventured further into the cosmos, the aliens encountered other species and civilizations, their approach now tempered by the lessons learned from their encounter with humanity. They became seekers of connection rather than dominators of knowledge. Their technology, while formidable, was no longer their sole measure of worth. Instead, they looked for the stories, the symbols, the medallions that each culture carried with them as a testament to their struggles and triumphs, their victories and losses, their place in the vast tapestry of existence. Back on Earth, the humans remained unaware of the role they had played in this transformation. The medallion's disappearance never noticed its absence, a small ripple in the endless stream of daily life, yet its presence aboard the alien ship had sparked a change that would echo across galaxies, a shift in perspective that might one day lead to a meeting of minds and hearts, a moment when humanity and their distant observers could look at one another not as strangers but as kindred spirits bound by the same cosmic currents. The Elder grew older as the ship continued its journey, their wisdom deepened by each encounter, each lesson. Their time was not eternal, and when they felt the end drawing near, they requested to hold the medallion one last time, its cool surface grounding them in the memories of that pivotal moment. Their final words to the crew carried a simple yet profound message: honor the connections you find, cherish the lessons they bring, and never underestimate the power of even the smallest artifact to change the course of your path. When the Elder passed, the medallion was placed in the central chamber of the ship, a permanent fixture of remembrance. It became a symbol not just of humanity, but of the shared journey of all life. The crew passed by it each day, their reflections mingling with its soft glow, a quiet promise to carry forward the legacy of understanding and unity that it represented. As the ship disappeared into the endless expanse of space, it carried with it a story that transcended words, a tale of bridges built in the most unexpected of places, and the unyielding potential of connection amidst the infinite unknown.